I want to read y'all a letter. Before I read this letter, I just want to impart one thing, if I ever could. The worst feeling you can ever have in your life is someone that you love with your whole entire heart not be here no more. But that's not the most painful part. It's not being able to tell them how you feel, you know, because that moment and that opportunity has been taken away from you. The title of this spoken word is All the Things I Never Got to Say. May 14th, 1980, you came into this world. Before you even had a chance to take your first breath, the odds were against you. Alcohol and cocaine were already in your veins. That must have been extremely hard. Born and raised in an unhealthy environment, not having positive role models had to make that even more confusing. Forced to attempt to learn your own way, alone. Circumstances that led you to have to be a man when you were only a child. I remember coming to your crib and not understanding why you didn't have food in the refrigerator. If I was too young to grasp that, I can only imagine what you must have felt like. Seeing that you only had a couple pairs of clothes hurt me so much. I shared my stuff with you because I couldn't properly process all these things at such a tender age. I used to try to get you to come stay at my crib all the time because I naively thought that I somehow could bring you into my mom and dad's home to give you what was absent in your own home. Looking back, that probably only magnified the disparate conditions. I used to get angry about this stuff, that you didn't get a chance to grow. I remember realizing that you had to do what you had to do just for the things that children should be handed for free. You used to tell me, what choice do I have? What am I supposed to do? Starve? I wasn't mature enough to see that those options were taken away from you. Survival became the only option available to you. When I chose to step out of my lane and mess with the thug life, you kept me from going through some of the BS by teaching me how to keep my game tight. Being on point saved my life more than once. I even appreciate the times when we were at odds with each other, fighting over petty things. No matter what I said or did to you, or vice versa, We always got back together and squashed the beef. And I respect you for that. I never hated you. I know you loved me as much as I loved you. And you always stuck up for me. You protected me too. I would grow to adopt that same part of your character. I apologize for all the anger coming from me. I'm sorry for being so temperamental. I should have checked myself, swallowed my pride, and fixed our issues in a way that neither of us had to feel like we were enemies. I remember telling you about the dreams that I had about you. I couldn't help but cry when I was telling you that. And that probably bugged you out, to see me cry. But enough time has passed for me to let go of my inability to save you. I just wish I didn't wait to tell you some of these things until I was looking at you in the casket. As I stood there alone in the rain, watching them pour dirt on your grave, my mind drifted. Playing a slow motion memory of every moment I ever spent with you. I'm thankful for people with better sense than me, telling me not to seek retribution. I can't believe I listened. That was a miracle in itself. But I know now that they were right. That vicious cycle, that pain that I felt, that hopelessness should not, and rightly so, ever be visited upon another human being. I know now. I know that you understand. Just know this, cuz you'll always live eternally in my heart. You'll live on through me. These are the things that I never got to say. I made this video just because, man, you should give people their flowers while they're still alive, while they're here. If there's anyone in your life that you care deeply about and that your relationship has suffered over petty bullshit, swallow your pride and approach that man or approach that woman and say, hey man, whether I'm wrong or whether you're wrong, I want to make this right between us. Don't wait until that person has made transition for you to humble yourself and tell somebody I love you. Because there is no greater pain than experiencing a loss and not being able to communicate those things to that person who has made ascension. My name is TJ. I hope that you pick something up from this video. I miss you, cousin.